Welcome to the Kinda High Podcast. Whoa. We talking all that shit that others will not broadcast. Won't never stop until it rains up in your forecast. Now roll up and listen to this fucking podcast.
What, warming up?
No, we pretty much just start wherever we just start. Just talk about some shit, smoke as we go. And then once you start and then get it in motion, you pretty much in that mojo to do whatever you got to do.
So just let it flow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You pretty much just let it flow from right there.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just pressed the record button. So, you know, so what you want to do is kind of bring this microphone a little bit closer to you. Let me adjust this for you.
Okay.
You're kind of small over there.
Hody ho.
All right, there we go. Should be good right there. But these microphones pick up pretty much everything.
My crunchy water bottle that was
yeah.
super loud.
Pick up everything.
Okay, blunt.
Yeah,
Lighter on deck.
Shit. I'll go get one.
Okay, I thought I did have one in my purse. I don't.
Shit, I thought it was one down here.
We could lighter it on the stove. You already know.
Hey.
Even though we're gonna have to get up twice, though.
Oh, hell no. Once I'm high, I'm done. Moving. I'm glad I keep a desk up there.
Okay. Alright, as I literally got the biggest hole in my leaf.
Sorry.
I'm good. No, it's a bit. You see that slit?
Oh, I see it.
Oh, that's good though. When in doubt, keep the pieces you rip off.
See, that's smart. That is smart.
Yeah, that's what you do. Keep those pieces.
Mm-hmm. I just roll my Dutch and keep going.
Okay.
That's exactly how we roll. Just roll my Dutch.
But you know, you gotta admit, it's nothing like the hit of a leaf.
I know.
You know those
I
leaves.
understand.
I'm
not even gonna lie.
You can't.
I understand. I just roll the Dutch because it's there. It's simple.
Because it's there.
It's simple, but I ain't rolling no damn Swisher. I'm sorry.
Period.
Period.
Why?
Why Swisher?
Why cardboard?
Why if I can get the same exact thing or get something better for the same price?
Okay.
You know, I'm really strategic when it comes to my weed smoking.
As you should be.
You gotta think smart about these kind of things. It's crazy because people don't understand. I'm so smart when it comes to my smoking. I'm extremely smart when it comes to my smoking. I smoke out of a bowl because you may smoke less, but you actually, when you smoke it, you catch your smoke
and you're
that you
smoking.
inhale instead of the clouds that you exhale.
Exactly.
So it's never hitting the air.
Exactly.
It hits your system different.
But think about it also, it's like you're not smoking all of that tobacco. So I love that weed smokers make it such a point to be like, oh, well, I don't smoke cigarettes. I only smoke weed. But sheesh, look at the amount of tobacco that's on these leaves that we breaking down. Exactly. You might as well have smoked the pack.
That's crazy to me.
But that's why I love leaves, because it's a whole science behind it. You break your leaf down, you wet your leaf under the water, you get all the tobacco off of it. Boom.
That makes sense.
You can't roll it up without wetting it. So it's
See,
different.
that actually sounds very, very good to wet the mouth. Mm-hmm. Now I see why you went to the sink a couple times. I didn't even think about that.
Thank you.
I'm gonna start doing that shit because
if that's exactly true.
Man.
And then you know what else it does by wetting it? You basically if it's dry, if it's stale, you just revitalized it. Just by putting it under the water. It's back so fresh. Perfect.
All right. Yeah, but I hit my bowl, and then you save so much weed hitting your bowl. You don't like. I can't stand the people that just sit there and roll woods every time they smoke. You know how much weed you blowing through? I can keep the same eighth. I get paid bi-weekly. I can keep the same eighth till my next check.
No, you can't.
I swear. I swear to God.
Not an eighth for 2 weeks in a bowl.
Yeah.
So that's only packing it one time a day?
Yeah, because I'll pack it one time throughout the day. I'll like overly pack it. So when I hit it, I'll probably hit it before I go to work. But I hit that motherfucker hard as hell. And then I pack it up the rest of the way. Or I hit it again throughout the night and then pack it up like halfway through the rest of the way. And then that's where the overhit come, because now I got weed left over in there, and then I put more in there. And then once I buy more weed, even if I have to buy a 10 in between, I still got weed left.
Right.
I always buy weed when I still got weed.
Exactly.
And then you might be doing a little something to your eye.
Exactly.
And then people need to hear this. Buy from the same motherfuckers.
And build loyalty.
Stop buying from a whole bunch of different motherfuckers. You don't know what the fuck they got.
But then you can't even, but you not even that. I would say definitely always shop off trusted people. But you kind of have to switch it up sometimes. Because these weird man, some of them won't even show you no love in short. But that's why you have to shop smart. I have just noticed, like, we shop like Walmart with the blunts, okay? Yeah. Meaning, you buying a 10 every day, that's pointless when you could have just bought a quarter and been good, like you said, for your whole check. You know what I'm saying? Buying $100 worth of weed, it might sound like a lot all at once, but baby, Sam's Club's prices are what? More expensive, but you get a fucking case of water with 50 in it for only like $4. Yeah. Buy by bulk. Buy by bulk, people. Buy by bulk.
Buy by bulk. Okay. That's the shit right there. All right, so guess what, y'all? Y'all hear a brand new voice on the podcast.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
Welcome to the Kinda High Podcast. It is your host, Finna Boss, Uncle Steph. And I would like for you to introduce yourself because the people have never heard you before.
But y'all already know who it is. And if you do know me, you recognize my voice because I talk really loud. It's Brijana Jackson, a.k.a. Brijana, Bri Dada, a.k.a. Beat by Bri. Follow my makeup page. Book with me, ladies.
Okay, you do the makeup. I, to be honest, I know you said that, but I never really asked what the company was. We want to uplift. You hear me?
Beat by Bri. Okay. Hashtag Beat by Bri.
I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna put the links, and I'm gonna put everything in there. I'm gonna put the links.
I always wanted to do this on a video that's not quite posted, but people know what this means.
The link in the description. I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna put you got it on Facebook, right? I'm gonna put the Facebook on there. Yep. Make sure everything's good. Your prices are already on there. I'm pretty sure you got all that down.
Yes, I do.
Of course. But yeah, make sure y'all get your makeup done.
Or book a class so I can show y'all how to fade the front of those eyebrows naturally into the brow. Like hair-like strokes, not like it's just a box.
So what does that mean?
So I'm sure you've seen ladies out here looking really aggressive and really mad. Like their eyebrows want to kiss really bad because they're too close. So I want to help them with that.
Oh, the kissing eyebrows.
The almost unibrow type of thing.
So how does that come about when your eyebrow's about to kiss?
But listen, how did it even start? Why did it come about? Why? Because people are too excited about their eyebrows.
I thought it was a trend.
No, honey. Well, it is a trend because some people love it. I mean, I see a lot of Mexican people. And
the Mexicans really
see a lot of people who got them tattooed, so they really don't have a choice now.
Wow.
People are getting really bad permanent makeup done because they just is that
a thing for real?
Permanent makeup? Yes.
You serious?
Permanent makeup, yeah.
So there's people really out here.
It's people out here with tattooed on lipstick, tattooed on eyebrows, and even my friend Ale, my best Mexican friend, my best friend. Her mother has tattooed eyeliner, but it looks amazing. That's actually the first time I figured out about it.
Tattooed eyeliner.
She would literally wake up in the morning with her eyeliner beat to the gods, like making us breakfast. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So then I finally asked, because like I have to question everything. So I like, I'm like, oh, what? She's like, oh, yep, it's makeup. I'm like, oh my God, I love it.
That's crazy. I feel like makeup is really slept on in this society nowadays because people want to do like the natural, but even still.
Oh no, it's actually the opposite.
Ain't nothing wrong with makeup, to be honest. I feel like if we going out,
put something on your damn face, girl.
put something
Glitter
on.
them
Like if I'm
eyelids.
taking you out,
Your
put
dress
something
sparkling,
on.
but you don't have any eyebrows. I'm confused.
You feel me?
No,
There's something weird about somebody walking around with no eyebrows.
Please let me speak. Listen.
Go ahead.
These, let me tell you, fashion tip 101. Like when people have so much weave, hair thick, long weave down to here, but no eyebrows. That scares me. Draw some on. It's okay to fill them in. Less is more. It is. Less is more. But baby, some eyebrows are needed. Especially it's like a hair to hair ratio.
Hair to hair.
You should have hair. You know, like if you have hair on your head that's long and like some hair, you just serving hair or whatever, and then you got your lashes. You know, girls love their lashes. They've been having the long lashes, lash extensions.
Okay.
Why not eyebrows? That's hair on your face. It just doesn't make sense. To each his own.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense. I never really got into the gist of it. Well, you understand why, but
Exactly.
you know, it's actually a big deal. I had to learn that recently. It's actually a big deal. Somebody, the little meme that's like, hey guys, since you know everything, what is this? So I seen this little container, right? And I'm thinking, it's some type of makeup. Let me guess what it is. It's something for nails. So my ass no.
Acrylic or something.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I didn't know what the fuck I was looking at.
And look.
Now I know what acrylic, when you say it, I know what it means and what it's for.
Because it's acrylic for everything. Say, ask girls, what's acrylic paint?
What is
like for cars and stuff, like
Really?
just see through, basically like that clear finish that you
so
put over
acrylic
things.
is a something.
Yeah, it's like acrylic spray paint, like acrylic airbrush paint for cars and stuff. Basically like a finishing coat. It's the same thing acrylic for nails.
That makes
It's
sense.
a hard substance that goes, you know what I mean?
I fucks with it.
So it's like, ask girls that.
All right. But yeah, honestly, I didn't know how big of a thing makeup was. So I'm glad you came out because I want to appeal to a lot of people in different audiences.
But one thing that I do have to say is like I do makeup and I don't wear makeup all the time. Like I don't even have on makeup right now. I got on some mascara. I don't even have my eyebrows done. But you know what I mean? Like you don't have to wear makeup every day. You don't. You can take it off sometimes. You can wash your face every time you wear it. You don't have to cake it on. You know what I mean? Like you don't need it. Makeup does not define you. You are beautiful regardless. I think that is where our society is getting it construed.
Okay.
People are thinking we need it to be beautiful or we need it to feel beautiful when you should be what you make up, meaning you should be whatever you decided to put on that day.
Okay, so I have a question because guy mind, but I want to ask because it's like sometimes I see it when I'm like going like in Meijer or something. Or going to Walmart, going to the mall.
What?
So if I see a woman who look nice in the face, but when I get up close, it's like a Rice Krispie treat or a Cocoa Krispie treat. Like your face.
Meaning she has on makeup, but she has bad skin.
Yeah, like what is she? Is it a way to like do that?
Listen,
or
that just proved my point. Makeup does not define you. makeup. People always say, "Oh, makeup can make you totally." Clearly, it can't. It can cover, but it's still you. You're exactly who you are.
Right.
And it just depends on the person that did it. You get different results. There's no right or wrong way to do it. It's just a right or wrong outcome. Period. So
that's actually a dope way to look at that.
So like, you are what you decide to make up. You are what you decided to get on and put on. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And it's all for fun. It's like art. Artists paint on paper. We paint on our face.
Okay. I like that. It's art. That is a good way to look at it.
Because not everybody can do it, so it's art.
Yeah, I understand. I completely understand. That makes a lot of sense. I guess when guys really don't know, because we literally take a shower, wash our face,
but you guys
get haircuts.
Do have a whole thing with the haircut, like the none to
we
some, like how the hair can be bald and then it fades to some.
Yeah,
like you guys are all into that. That's how eyebrows should be. Okay, that fade that you guys do with the hair should be in this region.
We know exactly how much to take off,
and you guys know, but you guys know the science and the technicalities of haircuts,
especially if you know how to cut hair. Like, you know where to go and where to stop and where to experiment.
Because my cousin made a status and he said basically like, don't put grease in your hair before you get a haircut.
No, you never supposed to do that.
He said it makes it bad or does something.
It fucks up your clippers too.
And like, who would have knew that?
And then your clippers would be really fucked up. And when your clippers fucked up,
or could it be because their hair is dirty? Some boys can have dirty hair.
Some people actually have dirty hair, and they'll fuck up your clippers too. You scraping all that shit out your head, scraping all the
lawnmower in their head.
Yeah, it's like having an uneven lawnmower or a lawnmower with an uneven lawn.
Oh, see, lawn shit is a whole thing. Like, that just goes to show you it's fucking math in everything.
Yeah.
Math is incorporated in every profession, so
you learn, use math,
and
be
just
good
figure it out. Because that's how you do hair linings, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yes.
Lining it up, symmetrical.
Hairlining is a big deal because me personally, my hairlining ain't never been like the most straight hairlining.
Oh, my God.
So, right now I don't have no hair.
Perfect.
Like, I shaved it completely bald.
By what?
By choice.
Period.
By choice. I shaved it completely bald. It's my choice, and I love it. I love how free I feel, and I just did it yesterday. And y'all are listening. Well, this has been recorded on March 19th, 2019. So after that, any pictures and any videos y'all see of me will be of me bald. But when I cut my hair, and when I had hair, I knew exactly how to line myself up because I know my liner. Now, other people can do it for you, but it is always good to go to the same barber.
So
because the next person might not know how your hair go. Like, it's a science to understand everybody's hair.
But the next person could cut it better. Being a stranger.
The next person might be.
It's about skill.
The next person might have seen the type of hair you had before, may have even seen worse. And way more experience. You don't know who's walking up and doing whatever. That's why I don't tell people that I cut hair. I learned how to cut hair based off the strength of that I didn't want to go to a barbershop. Like, I didn't want to spend money.
Hold it out.
I just wanted to stop spending all that goddamn money. Because I had to get a haircut twice a month. And depending on who you go to, your prices could be $20, $30, $60. But just know, this nigga's really out here charging $30 a haircut.
Just because of expertise.
Yeah, just because of expertise, just because of different things that you have, and just because of how great they do their job.
Exactly.
I am not knocking that, but I am also not about to knock my pockets either.
Cause right, am I like getting served a refreshment? Was the service good?
Is this a good barbershop? And know your barbershop, y'all. Barbershops are the funnest place in the world. You probably the best laughs that I've ever had came from barbershops.
And I bet the best tea.
Yeah. You find out everything.
Because somebody told me girls is not allowed in the barbershop.
No,
but I think that's a lie.
Not in your city. Not if she from your city. Hell no. If your girl know anybody, your girl know the whole scoop. Because dudes know the whole scoop. But grown dudes, keep that to themselves.
Nah, but I think even the dudes told me that dudes talk just like us.
We do.
They talk just like us. So quit doing all of that. Okay, we might be chatty and y'all might say
keep some business to yourself. You might keep some business to yourself because you out of respect for that person. But you know, if there's some shit on the floor and you know about some shit, like your homeboy trying to, hey, you seen that girl right there? I'm gonna fuck with that girl. Hey. Let me tell you why you don't fuck with her. Guess who she was fucking? Guess who she's still fucking? We just found out that she's still fucking this motherfucker. As a form of warning, but like I don't want to go. It's a difference between speaking and gossiping. Like you gossip to you talk shit with your friends. You gossip to the general public, to people you don't know. And that's why I feel like socializing is a really big thing. Networking is a big thing too. But socializing comes first.
Yes, but everybody's socializing these days has no substance. Like you said, it's only just gossip. It's not genuine human interactions and connections.
Yeah, I feel like
it's motherfucking emojis instead of real laughter.
But
and
you wanna have fake that
fucking emotions.
You wanna have that time. You want to have that time in your life and understand what socializing truly is. Go to a barbershop, just full of men. Ladies, go with your man. When he go get a haircut, go with your man. One time for the one time. Put all emotion to the side. Put all the misogynistic thoughts to the side. Just go to a barbershop and understand how socializing really is. I have never been into a silent barbershop. If I've been in a silent barbershop, I never went back. Barbershops, you have the best laughs in that motherfucker. You have the best advice in that motherfucker.
And you learn.
And you learn, even if you ain't speaking to nobody.
You still absorbing.
Just listen.
Information.
It's like going to an audio library. Like just a library of books. But like if all the books had audio, like a museum or something. But it's open to the general public, like it's being taught at the pace that you want to listen to.
And it's keeping the speed based on the energy.
Barbershops are the shit. And everybody should go to one. At least one time in their life. Oh, this is Joe Water. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Everybody should go to one. Here. That is a nice burning wood.
Okay.
You fucked that one up. That's still the same one. We right. What are we?
One blunt.
We like.
That's only because I don't have on my nails. You know, I love my long nails.
We like 23 minutes in. But go to your local barbershop. I implore that. Learn how to socialize too. It's okay to be like antisocial.
But no, that is where anxiety thrives. Our generation is so anxious and so depressed and feel so alone. When you have to communicate, like you can trap your own self, basically, is what I'm saying. Like people, like you said, no, don't be fucking socially awkward. Go out, talk to people. Like,
don't be socially awkward, but be social. Interact. Even if you the only
it doesn't even have to be talking. Interact.
Even if you and another motherfucker is the only motherfuckers that you know in that motherfucker. Somebody speaking. And you're welcome to the conversation.
The best people to really interact with is strangers.
But it's sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, it's hard when the one thing in common is that everybody has is that nobody know me. That's the first thing I know y'all got in common. Second thing I know y'all got in common is who is this motherfucker? But
Third thing is your personality is everything. Your vibe is everything. You don't even gotta talk to somebody to not know you want to approach them or not.
Exactly.
I think that's what it's about. How everybody's saying it. Everybody is saying vibes, but you really have to know and
Yeah, you gotta know.
tap in and feel that and then you just go from there. You go naturally gravitate towards likewise people. Naturally.
It all just depends on. It all just depends on where you go and who you decide to socialize with. Just go at it. Find your way. Here, I'll set this on the edge of it for you.
No, just put it out.
I put it out.
Oh.
But, yeah, I saved my tails. So, so just learn how to socialize. Go places. Go out. Get out of the house. Get out of the house. I ain't saying go to every party. But if you get invited to a kickback with somebody that you close to, you fuck with, go. You never know who the type of people you gonna meet. You might just run into your next opportunity in life and the next opportunity for somebody to be in your life.
But that's why, you said party, but if you want to gravitate towards those type of people, different scenes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, everybody's different. I feel like partying, in most years, partying is the way to promote socialism. But at the same time, everybody that comes to the party may not know everybody, may not socialize.
But as soon as everybody has a drink, that brings you together.
Liquor makes you friendly,
or could make things bad.
It could, depending on what type of person you are.
Exactly.
When you drink.
Exactly.
The type of person you are when you drink is very important. I feel like you should learn that by not drinking but not getting too fucked up. On your own though. And talk to people. But do this with your close friend. Don't get too fucked up when you first start drinking. Cause that way, now you know when you drink and you socially drink, you know how to act. You know how to control it.
You can control yourself, and you can.
I feel like everybody
function.
I feel like this society likes to just go head first with the drinking, and when you go head first, you might not be in control of all your actions if you don't know how you don't know how you are when you're drunk.
If you cannot even be conscious, and if you cannot stand up because you're really drowsy and dizzy, how you be when you're drunk, you cannot. It's impossible.
I'm telling you.
Those two things do not go hand in hand. Sober mind is obviously what we should be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you should be able to have a drink and then be like, you know what? I know for damn sure I ain't driving. Or, I know for damn sure who I came here with. Or, I know that I trust everybody in here.
Exactly.
At least understand who you are when you're drunk. When I'm drunk, I'm a social butterfly. I'm a happy ass nigga. But I know who to drink with. I know when to drink. And I know how much to drink when I get there. Because I don't need to be social with the wrong people. Because not everybody is gifted with the type of socialism or good hearts or kind hearts or just common sense. You don't want to just run into the wrong shit. That's why you gotta know you're drunk. Know your high too. But knowing your high is actually way easier than knowing you're drunk.
Hell yeah. I mean, what the fuck is knowing you're high? Is that even a question?
That's like once you high, you know you're high. You know what you.
But I'm only once you got of course obsession. There's so many blunts. You oh my god. Only time I feel like I wanted to ever come down is when I did a brownie at school, and I was way too high. I was hallucinating and stuff. I wanted to come down.
Yeah, to be honest, I feel like the highest I've been was in college. So, I mean, I didn't really smoke for real before college. But college, like I said last time, college, when you get college and when you go to college and you get high high. It's just full. College is just full of people with a lot of weed.
Yeah, but it's like y'all not always smoking because y'all not even supposed to be smoking on the fucking property.
Exactly, but when you smoke, you smoke. You smoke good enough that'll get you right to the next time you smoke.
That's what I'm saying, because you're not smoking so often, so you're like, oh, this some smoke.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Man, but college is just a place full of hard decisions. I can honestly say, like life-changing decisions, like life judging decisions, life mentally, processing decisions. Mm-hmm. And you gotta really understand. Like once you go to college, you can't be all about the parties.
And you're self-sufficient.
Yeah. You can't be all about the parties. You gotta know when to turn it off in order to maintain going to college and understand how you function enough to be like, okay, well, I still need to study. Mm-hmm. So let me study, do what I gotta do, and then have my fun, hang out. It's like life. Mm-hmm. But now, instead of bills and instead of like financial responsibilities, it's just studying. Because this is what you want to do in like real life, or at least
in real life as a career,
as a profession,
as a freaking profession. Mm-hmm. When it's just really all things that people probably won't love to do their whole life.
Yeah. To be honest, because some people know that the career that they want to go into is what their calling is, but it's other people that go into a profession just because that profession is there.
You're like, baby, your profession, your calling is not to be an accountant.
I feel like, why an accountant? What made you say I'm gonna grow up to be an accountant? What's an accountant for real?
Accountant for that money, counting up money.
Yeah, but like it depends on who are you an accountant for? To be honest, if you think like at a business standpoint,
think about the accounting for fucking Love Pink. Like sheesh, hard job.
Yeah, hard job. A very hard job. But then you're not even the CEO.
Rewarding, I bet, though, of course.
Yeah, because you do everything with numbers right.
But it's not fun. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm saying rewarding as far as that money.
Yeah, but you not. Ain't no way in hell that was the job that you wanted. No matter how important it is, that's not the job you wanted. Everybody has a more colorful imagination than that. If your goal right now is to be an accountant, if your major is accountant, that's your goal. You want to be an accountant. I'm sorry, but why? You gotta explain that to me.
We have questions.
I gotta know. Because what made you say, this is all I want to do is count? It's important to count. It's important to know numbers. It's important to know percentages and decimals. But math ain't never been that fun. You think the people that ride build roller coasters ain't thinking to themselves, damn, I mean, I'm building this, but shit, I'm in an amusement park full of roller coasters. It'd be kind of fun to ride a roller coaster. You go home, you couldn't even ride that bitch.
Man.
But sure, it's got to be somebody. It's got to be everybody. Everybody got to have that point in their life. Okay, Cedar Point needs somebody to build roller coasters. It's got to be somebody in that profession. No matter what, businesses are only open because people major in those businesses.
Physicists really work with fucking roller coasters.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess you grew up like, I want to specifically work with, like you said, roller coasters. That's a cool job.
Yeah.
Super cool.
That is a cool job.
And they make money, but I know it's so hard.
Yeah, because maybe it's some people that, get to ride the motherfuckers. Maybe Cedar Point say, like, okay, you gotta still test it.
You gotta
Of course you gotta test it. You have the most important job.
Look,
I know what in the hell I'm
they
trust
tested it indoor before they even thought about buying the parts to really put it up.
To be honest, that might be the luxury of the whole thing. I just finished this roller coaster. You gotta ride that motherfucking roller coaster.
The owner. Ooh, the owner or the investor.
Mm-hmm. They gotta ride it. Everybody gotta try it. Because you just helped build the best motherfucker in this motherfucker.
And actually, Cedar Point just got a new ride, if I'm not mistaken.
Really? Mm-hmm. They always get new shit when I don't know about it.
Yeah, they just got a new ride.
What is it?
And actually, the one that just got the Windseeker, that's not that old of a ride either. That's a pretty new ride.
Yeah, but they had that little gatekeeper one. I ain't like that one.
The gatekeeper?
Yeah, the gatekeeper was trash. Like,
oh, you a daredevil. I'm not getting on any of that shit. Okay. Me and my friend got on the Oh, that one. It's my best friend. She calling me.
Mm-hmm. No, so you don't get on roller coasters?
Listen, I'm about to tell you. No. Me and my friend, we went to Cedar Point. Of course, I've been to Cedar Point many times, but the only thing I got on is the Power Tower. That shit was just the scariest shit. I just can't even believe I did that. My stomach, I just can't. That feeling.
So you don't get on nothing else?
I got off the ride and my shoe fell off on the ride. Okay, mm-hmm. That was the first thing that just scared me. I always hear rides malfunctioning and messing up, and not on me today, Jesus. No, my shoe fell off. I'm getting off the ride. I'm so dizzy and just trying to figure out even where I'm at. I knocked my head so hard on the bench at the ride.
Wow.
It was just awful. I got on the wooden ride, the Gemini, I think it's called. Yeah. That was it. That one was scary too. The Gemini looks like it's gonna fall down any day.
Yeah, I don't like wooden roller coasters because they just be up there for so long. They don't last as long as steel.
Shit.
I mean, it might be a fun ride, but get rid of them motherfuckers. Get rid of them motherfuckers.
Man.
For what? Why? What are wooden rides? They might feel different.
Quirky and scary, like you said, not so.
But they don't really.
They even quirk.
Don't last long. You mean tell me these 2x4s being held up by steel and a bunch of people?
I'm hoping that
ain't trying to snap.
I'm hoping that those are just for show, though, because they are. What you think? Or is that? I don't know.
I feel like they old.
They definitely are.
I feel like they just old hits that you can't get rid of because everybody like this.
No, they're just the least scary and the least most drops. That's the only reason why I got on it. It don't got that many drops.
No, wooden rides. I think it's just the sensation of
it. They're tall and they're very winding.
Yeah,
because the Gemini does quirk up at the beginning. That's the only scary part. It quirked up. I'm like, I'm about to throw up. My friend, she is over here biting me, hitting me. She was going crazy too. And yes, it was one drop, and that was it. It was one tiny drop. Mm-hmm. Nothing major, so it was doable.
Yeah. And mainly for me is because they can't loop. I like stuff to loop and twist.
You like that stomach dropping stuff?
No, if you just drop yourself and don't do nothing else.
No, I'm not. I'm just any of that. All of that is
no,
stomach
I don't like
dropping.
The Power Tower. I like the coasters. I don't like that shit that swishes you back and forth in one direction or up and down one direction. I can't do that. My shit got to twist and turn and wind.
No.
And loop. That way it evens out the body. That way when you get off, you more adrenaline than sick.
No.
Any real roller coaster ride. Any person that ride roller coasters out there.
I don't ride roller coasters. That's the deal.
You gotta try it. You gotta try one of the
like, would you get on the Dragster?
No. That one drop will kill me.
I wouldn't even want. Look, if somebody offered me $1 million to ride that, Keep your money.
You know, I was like a centimeter away of riding that motherfucker, but it broke down. It keep breaking down. You know, I'm not about to ride something that need work
God is like, what type of shift is going on? Y'all over here dropping immediately downward.
They shoot you
straight up,
1,000,000 miles an hour, and then
290 feet in the air in 18 seconds. That's an 18-second ride. Fuck no.
No, it's just so you already up there. Once you look down, you like ain't shit else but
they
down.
up there for a little bit. They up there for about 5 seconds, which is the scariest part. Because look, the dragster goes up, but it stops by right here. It doesn't even. It stops here and then inches up to scare the fuck out of you, dropping back down.
Wow, that's probably why that motherfucker break down so much.
Because the gravity, like it's not supposed. Gravity is
supposed to be like
gravity is what 2.8 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Come on,
I don't think
you driving people.
I don't think ride's supposed to be like that. Like it can't. They can't handle that. That's why I feel. That's why I just get scared. That's why the drop from shit just fucks with me, and that's why I know for damn sure not to get on that motherfucker. But anything with a twist and turn, like I recommend for your first kind of roller coaster to do something like that, the corkscrew. That's more of a simpler roller coaster. Some people get tripped up by it. I just believe you ain't rode roller coasters if you do.
No.
The corkscrew gets you. That gets you in the movement. Start with that. Then you want to aim for some. For some shit that's kind of windy up, but like not too many loops. And then like the Iron Dragon, like that one is a good. It quirk you a lot, but it sends you to the side, and then it like just it winds you because like you in like a cart thingy, so it's cool, it's comfortable. Now you ready for the big shit. Now you ready for the Raptor. Now you ready to go all the way up this big ass hill, this big ass line, and have your feet dangle. And be all the way up in the fucking air. Because once you go down, it's like, look, God, you already got me here. Just let me get through the rest.
Literally.
Yeah. And your feet dangling is the best feeling in the world. Because I'm a tall nigga. It's like, cramped in there. It's cramped up in a cart. I want my feet to hang. That way I'm more comfortable when I jerk around. And I feel like my bars ain't going to come up. It's more secure because I'm more worried about my chest flying off than my legs. You know what I mean?
Man, I'm more worried about my stomach feeling like it's in my ass. That's what I hate about that stomach feeling. Is like you said, it makes me want to probably puke. Probably.
Yeah, that's a horrible feeling. I recommend doing other shit. But that's just me. That's why I love it. My very first roller coaster was the Raptor.
Really?
I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, this is what happened to you.
I rode something too real.
Yeah, too real.
And then I fucked around and rode.
No, I don't know what I would have did. I would sue the people for even letting me get on a ride.
Why? How? Just it was so
I'm
fun.
So traumatized.
It was so fun.
And I've been to several amusement parks. That's what's crazy. Been to Cedar Point several times. That's crazy. It's still terrifying.
Man, I love the Raptor. I love it. But somebody put me on the Millennium Force. I don't know how. I don't know why. I don't know who. And I don't know when. But they did it. And I'll never forget it. And to this day, when I find out who you were and why you did it, just know that I'm gonna fuck you up. That ride is something real. Where the lighter go? Did you want to smoke this one?
Right here.
Oh. So I finally got you out here. We've been talking about this for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I finally got you out here. Is there any words of wisdom you would like to speak?
He said any words of wisdom. Oh, as far as...
Because you've been the most enthusiastic person about this whole podcast that hadn't been on it. I fucks with that. I fucks with that. You have been the most enthusiastic person.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to see what type of shit you would do if you was to run this motherfucker. I want you to guide me a little bit. Show me your world.
Okay, I don't know. Well, give me a topic.
Okay. What do you feel like you debate about the most? Anything of any subject. What do you feel like you debate about the most? Share your opinions.
Oh, the one we was kind of talking about before we started.
What was
That flat Earth, round Earth.
Oh, flat Earth, round Earth. Goodness, I didn't think we'd get to this point in my life of people really listening to what the fuck I got to say about this. But I'm gonna just say this because this is what I know. I don't know what other facts there is in this world, because every time I look at one of them paragraphs or somebody explaining it to me, I just disregard it.
Damn.
This is why I feel like...
Wait, what do you feel?
I feel like the earth is round. This is why.
Okay.
If you show me all your facts, I will listen. But this is what I'm going to go on for right now. And I believe, not looking at nobody else's facts that they looked up on. Oh, my bad.
That's okay.
Anybody else's facts that they looked up on the internet, I'm not going by nothing else. I'm not going by none of these shits. I'm just going to go on what the fuck I want to know. If the earth is flat, then how is this? I'm to understand that clouds hover above us. And I am to understand that it would seem odd to approach as a so-called rocket, approach a ball, and somehow you are on a flat surface. I am to understand that those are confusing questions. If this earth is truly round, then how is this? Because I used to think to myself,
wait, whoa. Because let's go back to what you even said about the rocket.
Yeah, so look. You hear that bass?
So wait, what'd you say?
So my question was, if I'm on Earth and we are on an orb, a ball, how in the fuck do I go to the moon? And apparently this moon landing, we're gonna get on that later. Apparently this moon landing was basically they walked on the moon, but they are to be walking on an orb. But they looking at another.
That's a solid. No, it's a whole nother conversation, because
so that ain't got nothing to do.
It's the quote unquote moon landing.
Yeah, we gonna get on the quote unquote. The quote unquote is
the alleged.
This is why.
Landing.
Yeah, this is why I was thinking like, shit, the earth gotta be flat.
It's the alleged.
Because I was, they teach you that somebody landed on the moon in school.
They indoctrinate you that with the globe and show you the globe and you see it from birth. So I mean, we haven't been there, so we can't say it is. But my thing is this. It's 2019. There are satellites out of space. There are people out of space orbiting the satellites. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Why is there not a 24-hour live stream of us turning?
Okay.
Like a weather channel. Why not?
I feel that. That's
why?
What I thought of.
On Google, can you Google right now on your smartphone that you take everywhere with you, and each picture that you see of the earth is different. Each picture that you see of the earth is different. Each country can't even decide on the scale of the continents.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them got lazy and just start stamping the same cloud on Photoshop. So you can see the same clouds in Brazil and the same clouds in Africa. Like, it's... The color of the ocean is different every time. Like,
Okay.
Come on now.
I'm with you.
You gotta, it's different. Every picture that you've seen of the earth is CGI. It hasn't been a picture.
I feel it.
So, I mean,
I feel where you at. This is why.
it's a whole deeper thing.
That's
why I
why-
said that's a different conversation.
Yeah. So this is why I'm distraught about the earth being flat.
And look, it's just the deception of how far they go so that we don't know that it's flat. And people need to stop thinking so literal. Guys, we got mountains. We got tunnels. We got people who go down in caves.
Okay.
It's hollow. It's it's not so flat like people try to make it seem. It's clearly, I would say like, it's just flat. It's just like a bowl type of thing.
Okay.
It's not necessarily, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then explain waterfalls. How could we have waterfalls on a sphere, a orb? How could we have waterfalls on a ball?
I feel it. But this is the question that I have. If the earth is flat, any flat surface of a solid has to come to an end. Where's the end? That's the only thing that will keep... If somebody can logically answer, if I have a plate and hold it up flat and as a diagram of the earth, at some point this solid has to end. That's just a natural part of being a solid. I don't look at the satellite. I don't look at...
But to explain that, like I said, look how far the deception goes so that we don't know it's flat. Because explain layovers on a flight. Planes in 2019 and well before can hold enough jet fuel to land wherever they need to go. And plus backup, right? Meaning layovers are put in place so that it explains the location of flights. You can look up flight traffic. You can go to Delta's flight traffic right now and it'll show you where each plane is, adding. It's supposed to be making up for the fact that it's not really on a ball.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
Why do people, to go to France from Detroit, you probably gotta stop in Florida, then go. You know what I'm saying?
But if that's the case, and I'm gonna go with you on that, I'm gonna go down your road. I'm gonna not think as a round earther. I'm gonna think as a curious earther.
As a logical person.
Yeah. The only reason why I go with what I know is because nobody has ever logically put it to me.
Look, if you're going with what you know, you're going with the senses that you were born with and what you see. Meaning, boats, when they're on the ocean, they're not going around no curve, going slanting down.
Okay.
You know about cameras.
Okay.
We can look up a Nikon camera looking at a ship at least well over 100 miles, 200 miles, and it's perfectly level. He's from shore. And seeing this zoomed in, meaning what? There's no curvature. They say the curvature is 8 inches every mile that the earth curves, 8 inches every mile. Meaning he wouldn't have been able to see somebody 100 miles away. They would have been way over here, right?
Okay. Okay.
Math isn't everything. Like
So, have you ever went to like
docks at the port? Do docks have a little water being different levels?
I get that.
No.
Now, have you ever been to like driving towards a big city?
Yes.
Like a real big city to where you see the monument that like when we drive to St. Louis. When you approaching St. Louis, you getting up to it. You feel me? But at some point, there's like a level to where as you're driving and you're approaching it, it comes up from the bottom of your eyesight and rises all the way up.
Because Earth has terrain. Like I said, there are mountains. There are states that have more hills than others.
Okay.
My mother's from Pennsylvania. That's a hilly state. Big hills.
Okay.
Big, you know what I mean? There's
you know.
different tundras in different places.
I'm with you now.
Louisiana is below sea level, which is why it floods and they need levees. There are different levels.
Okay. I'm with you.
It is is different. Like I said, it is hollow. Look at movies. What movie explains that it's hollow?
Okay.
Avatar. That was about them going into that dream trance. They was in a hollow earth. They got giants in a hollow earth, big fruits, animals that we thought were extinct, all types of shit.
Okay.
Explain why we can't go to Antarctica. Antarctica Treaty. A treaty that no country has ever broken. The Antarctica Treaty. No civilians are allowed to go to Antarctica.
So,
period.
Where is the penguins? You feel me?
Have you heard of the North and South Pole?
Yeah.
Alaska.
Okay.
Nobody is allowed to go to Antarctica because only people allowed in Antarctica are military officials.
Okay, but it's a whole movie based on emperor penguins, like real emperor penguins, in a documentary, and it's based out in Antarctica. How they get the footage?
Okay, think about it. Think about it. Anything for marketing purposes, and like I just said, only military officials are allowed in Antarctica. There are military officials strictly for recording this evidence of what they're finding there.
Okay.
And what they know is there that they don't want civilians to know are there.
Okay.
Because how would I have known that that we're not allowed to go there? And the reason, you got to think about the reason. You got to think about the real reason behind why they do everything they do. Why would there be an Antarctica Treaty? Why can't we go there? Boom.
Okay.
Let's get into it. Why can't we? That's the part that's showing the dome, flat earth that we're in. The part that they do not want us to see.
Okay, what you mean dome?
But, oh my God, here we go.
So,
here we go.
We in a dome. That's what you're telling me.
Firmament, we're in a dome. We're basically in a glass dome. We've never been outer space. We can't not get up that high. Explain precipitation, rain, how it just evaporates and keeps going, and it's just a circle, same rain. We're in a dome. Condensation. You know what I mean? It's just like water. Of course we have seas and stuff. That's what I'm saying. Explain like Atlantis. Didn't they really live underwater?
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's just deeper shit. It's not just the surfacey shit that we think is here. It's different shit that they're trying to conceal.
At some point, to go underwater. So are we in we're in a dome.
A firmament, basically.
Okay.
It refers to in the Bible as a firmament.
Does this firmament come to a point where there is, like, I know eventually, if what you're telling me is true, that past Antarctica is where this dome is. I'm gonna see the dome. The dome's gonna be right there.
I'm just basically saying
is it around us?
I'm saying that Antarctica basically is the part where that it's probably the edge. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely the edge.
So what's beyond the edge?
Have we been to the edge?
Okay.
Explain waterfalls. Just waterfalls.
If the water.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's say if it's around the ocean, like we are to perceive.
Explaining the layovers. Your flight cannot be anywhere near that dome, right?
Okay.
People would look out. People take pictures all the time with their flights. Imagine you look out on your casual flight and you see the edge. You're like, hold on, this not a. What is this? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Explain these planes that are coming up missing.
So these pilots.
Explain.
Do they know?
Come on now. You have to know these flight paths. I'm pretty sure that clearly you're a fucking pilot. You've probably flown back a plane with nobody in it before. You probably go by just knowing that, and y'all go look for fun sometimes. Hello?
Okay.
Come on now.
I'm with you. Now.
Come on now.
If I'm wondering, do we use all the same water? Like, as we talk evaporation, condensation, precipitation, is that always our water?
Absolutely. That's why our planet is clearly getting worse, because we're getting worse at pollution and learning how to get rid of our waste. Yeah, we dump our trash and we got garbage men come take it out, but where do they dump it?
I always wondered.
The oceans. Okay. Fish are having motherfucking bottle caps in their fins. Turtles got weave around their shell. Come on now. But the ocean is really big. It's a fact. It's huge. So they just don't give a fuck because they know how big it is. That's why they have to fearmonger about, oh, we're running out of space. You guys are making too many people. Hell nah, y'all. It's a lot of room out there. Antarctica has a lot of resources. Unlimited coal. A lot of shit. Antarctica is not even all cold. That's the thing. It's a crazy climate that they found. Because I'm telling you, it's a... Just look at Avatar. Avatar was beautiful. It was like Eden. That's the hollow earth. It's probably damn near the entrance for the hollow earth. You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
Okay.
How you think people going down in tunnels?
You know what that explains, though? That explains compasses. If you think about it, you ain't never used a compass like this, up and down. You gotta use it.
Talk to me, Stephen.
You gotta use it horizontally.
Talk to me, Steph.
Oh, I might. Oh,
cause Steph,
fucked up.
Steph, cause I was.
I know how stupid I am. You know what? I'm just going. I'm leaning over. It ain't, and she ain't even saying nothing stupid. She's saying some real shit. So I'm leaning over. But I'm just in my head about the dome.
Research yourself. Don't take my word for it.
Yeah, I'm just in my head about.
Do your own research.
I'm in my head about the dome part, because at some point this dome has to end, and once it ends,
that's where people know.
It's like,
and they need people to not know.
Yeah.
By any means.
Okay.
So they gave us this ball theory.
Okay. So. What I want to know.
Think about it. If a person, we doing all this Black Lives Matter and it's all, but imagine the bravest person going out there and exploring, even though they can't, because we can't go to Antarctica. As soon as they even see a car pulling up, you getting shot the fuck down. You know, we don't even know about the people who tried to even come close to the border. You understand? We don't even know those stories because they will never be. Okay. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I'm with you. I'm very much with you.
Think about it. Imagine a brave ass person that get through there. It take a live stream of the edge or some shit we never even thought was real. Period. Okay. And think about it. We would go crazy if we knew and physically seen that we was really enclosed. Okay. You know what I mean? People will go out exploring, right? Mm-hmm. Motherfuckers will go with their family exploring in every direction. They'd be so mad. They'd be like, oh, they about to find everything we ain't want them to fucking see.
So do you feel, help me here, do you feel like the government is like attached to other governments of different countries? Do you know what attached?
Do you know simply what the Council of 13 is?
Exactly.
Do you know what the United Nations is?
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Come on. The EU. Come on.
I feel you on that.
What do you think the UN? They got the UN. That's the world police. Fuck your government. This government. That's the world police. That's gonna come in wherever necessary when chaos erupts.
Okay. So, where I'm at in my head is necessarily with all of these ways to look at this. Mm-hmm. With all of these ways to look at every angle, and somewhere someone knows. It's just we can't know. Mm-hmm. But someone out there know. I just want to know who know. But that's not, I skip that part. We're going to come back to that. That's just a selfish ass mindset right there. I really want to know is that who knew enough to say everybody can't know this? Like, when did it begin?
Them. The beginning of just the deceit, like just the beginning of when this whole plan and agenda rolled out. Okay. How we even got to this country, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Just think, you know what I'm saying? When indoctrination and schools got set up and structure became. I just gotta know who. You know? Yeah, who it's said the them. It's the people who own the news stations, the people who own the stores you shop at, the people who own everything that you see that don't even want to be seen on TV. The people who don't even want to be seen on TV that you'll never see, but that call all the shots. Okay. Fuck them. They'd probably tapped in.
Damn, that's crazy. I just gotta know who decided that this ain't what the general public should see. I don't know. How they know I wasn't good enough? That's some good shit because we don't know what's behind them. We don't know what's behind anything really. There's so many places.
It's just what you're given.
There's so many places that you're not allowed to go. Okay.
Thank you for even saying that. Like, I just noticed that. Wow, why can't we go certain places?
Countdowns on YouTube. I hadn't seen it here. This is the wrong part.
Like where? Go ahead, tell me.
Like where? I look on YouTube, little countdowns and shit. You just look deep into the countdowns. Like, these are the places you are not allowed to go. Mm-hmm. And it's like, who decided I was not allowed to go And why did they say I wasn't good enough?
What places?
Okay, it is. It's certain museums. It's certain islands. Islands, like, you know what I mean, like different islands that you're not allowed to go to. Like, it's strict that you don't go here. It's not necessarily that, you know, you can't go. Is that you're not allowed to. It's so many different places and monuments in the world, like old. I believe pyramids. I believe pyramids was some of like the first places that people, like commoners, were not allowed to go in.
Really? Oh, well, probably not. I bet it's a ghetto. You can't just come in there at night.
Yeah, like it's some shit to where
it's security. It's
some shit that you're allowed to, like, that's just open. But it ain't you ain't allowed in the big shit.
And you ain't even allowed to go up and touch it, I don't think.
Like, you hear about all them damn curses and shit. I believe that shit real low key.
Man.
I believe, like, there's a reason why you ain't supposed to see this shit, and we gotta take this shit to the grave. What can't you see?
But think about it. The pyramids.
Oh, that Indiana Jones shit, I think that's real.
The pyramids were built from the top to the bottom.
What's up?
Man, it's a perfect pyramid. It's pointy at the top. It's a perfect pyramid. It was perfectly geometrically placed, and it was built from the top to the bottom with precision. And all of the bricks were cut with perfect precision, with like blades that they cannot even explain today. That's why it's still standing today. And it's from how many thousands of years ago. So that's the thing of, they've had help. Aliens have always been here.
Okay. Damn. That means the aliens now.
Hieroglyphics have even, like, shown, aliens, in their writings, yeah.
Okay.
I think they got there, Explain how they was building all that stuff back in the day that's really still standing. Like, come on now. Okay. You think they was just really doing that? They had help because these people was living pure, and they had powers damn near.
That just...
They was damn near levitating, doing all that shit.
It makes me wonder what the fuck is beyond these points. What is it? And if I'm guessing is this... what is this dome made out of? Where did it come from?
And it's look, that's what it means. Under it? That's the question about what is the
biggest thing. What's under it? Because it can't be like
what's above it. I mean, water, I think, is above it, because that could explain the flood in the Bible. Even this is weird that I have just always been. When I'm like, how did it just flood? How did a ball flood?
I get that.
How did a ball flood?
But where did the extra water come from?
Like, how did a ball... Only something flat can flood. It flooded. And water's from... And it said water's from above.
But that means more water had to come. Where did it come from?
Like I said, I think at the top of the dome, like you said, is water. Explains why the sky is blue. And the sun is not as far away as they say. It's not outer space. It's inside of the dome. Clearly, it's why it's feeling like it's cooking your skin in June. It's closer than you think. It's not that far away.
So, what makes the sun? Okay, so we are to understand that the warmth comes from the sun. How do seasons come about?
The same way that the sun can be farther away at different places at different times. A lamp, it's over here. It's very light over here because we're close to it.
Mm-hmm.
Over there, it's not that light.
Mm-hmm. So does the sun move?
I'm pretty sure the sun moves, but that's a whole nother thing because I just seen this video of somebody taking a video of two suns in the sky. Two suns in the sky at one time. So that provoked thought. I said, this could explain why we got this sun that's hot, but it's not the fucking sun that they getting at the equator and in Jamaica, you know, and at the Dominican Republic.
But at some
it's
point
not that sun.
But at some point it gets cold.
Not, you know that there are certain parts of the world that never see snow. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. But
that never see snow. You know what I'm saying?
For example, we in Michigan, we see snow.
Thank you. So what I'm saying is there are some places that are desert, hot all the time. Never have even seen snow. Meaning we ain't getting the same sun they getting.
Exactly.
That's my point. Which is why I'm saying when I saw that video, I'm like, that explains that.
Okay, so we gonna say the sun moves, huh?
We gonna say the sun move, or why couldn't? Maybe we could move because do you not think that I don't think we're the only planet out here. Clearly, these extraterrestrials is coming from 3,000 years in the future, just coming back and visiting us for fun.
I'm only assuming that because the sun got to be closer to us for it to get warmer. So something had to move at some point.
That's why I said, but
I mean, if I'm sitting near an oven, if I'm sitting next to the oven, and while it's cooking, it's gonna be way hotter than if I'm here in the oven on.
Thank you. But so are we gonna say, like you just said, the sun? No, but are we gonna say that it is a sun outside of the dome? And then there's the sun inside of the dome, because there's definitely a sun inside of the dome. So there's definitely it's not that far away. So maybe that big sun that they're getting that by the equator that's never, why it's never winter and never cold, is outside. Like maybe it's a really big sun. Maybe it is a sun that is close. You know what I mean? Outside of the dome, that's like a really really big sun. Which would explain the two sun thing. But I don't know. It just, you got to think about that part. You got to think about it.
Yeah, that's where.
Because it could be outside. So I'm saying we could move. I think we move. We're not the only planet out there. There's tons of planets and species and different types of aliens out there.
For seasons to happen, the sun has to be further away. Further towards you, right?
Away, which is why it would be cold. Not close.
I'm saying, like, let's say from winter to summer, it will move closer to us. It has to move in a certain direction. But from which way is it coming? North, south, east, west? And why?
Well,
do you rotate? And if you rotate,
actually, no.
To the person,
the sun has to definitely be moving because, like how we can move, like I'm saying, the flat theory. This is flat. We're here. It's flat. We can take this lamp and move it to the middle, and it'll be lighter over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like morning over here, which explains why right now how it's about to be nighttime. Mm-hmm. It's about to be the morning time somewhere else.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like right now how it's cold here. In Australia, they get cold too, but right now it's the summer there. You know what I'm saying? They living life lit right now. There's summertime there. You know what I'm saying?
That explains that.
So we switching. It does shift. It clearly does. We can't deny that. But don't try to tell us that we're on a ball. Because the sun is not doing this. Look, he got to make it daytime for y'all over here. Then come all the way over here, make it daytime for y'all. Then come all the way over. No, it's flat and it's just kind of gliding across. It's only you're 12 to 12. We work 12 hours. It's 12 and 12, 24 hours.
So it moved back and forth.
You feel me? 12 and 12.
Okay.
Noon. Why you think we emphasize on noon? You feel me? Why would we emphasize on noon?
Okay.
12 and 12. Midnight is the start of a new day. Clearly, we just proved it for a reason. How they didn't? How they tell times before o'clock? The sun, because they knew it was about to be right back. They knew what time it was.
Yeah.
You feel me? So yeah, it's literally 12. That's why they know 12 is straight up.
Okay.
That's why they know 12 is straight up. Sun was right there at 12 o'clock. They know it's 12 o'clock. Get up.
Explain why everybody got different times.
But no, I'm saying 12 o'clock, meaning it's 12 here and it's midnight down there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's midnight on the other side, meaning 12 and 12.
Okay. All right, I got you.
It's dang 8 o'clock in the morning somewhere.
Okay. That's
12, you know?
Yeah, that's all in the numbers. That's all in the
Okay,
numbers.
it's 8 o'clock somewhere.
Don't.
And all they did was just civilize us and put time on it. Who decided 365 days was a year? Who? Who decided 60 seconds was a minute?
Mm-hmm.
Who decided that? You know, because like you said, it's all in the numbers. They knew what time, they knew, because it just showed they knew what times was what. Because of what your eyes are showing you.
Okay.
They know. They just can deceive and change it.
Okay.
Ain't nobody looking in as long as it's how it is where you at, you're not thinking about no other country and what's going on. But it's the complete opposite.
All right. Okay, I'm with you. Now, if a dome is round, it has to go completely over us at some point. And then we are the flat. So it's like a semi. But it's not our land that's round.
Research, just look on YouTube. We can even look right now. It's this video. These people have their private space force, you know, like rockets, little ships that they shoot. They shot a missile. The missile had a camera on it. It successfully went up all the way at the sphere level, and then it was a hit, and then a dome, and then the camera and the missile swirl back down. Camera still attached, came right back down. It was exactly as it hit the dome.
Okay.
Yes, so. And it was really long. Like, it took a long time for it to get up there. So it's not like this dome is just right here. You know, it's not far up. Far.
So,
far.
What do you feel about stars? I mean, we see them. Do you think they...
Definitely, I would say probably outside of the dome.
Okay.
Because what would stars be? I mean, we wouldn't know, actually.
You know what's crazy?
Think about nursery rhymes.
People talk about these satellites. They ain't never been there, no goddamn stars. I think I'm on to something.
So you think that the stars are inside of the dome?
No, I think that
these satellites are bullshit. Thank you. They are.
I feel like these satellites are fake.
No, they are.
Because if I'm taking a picture and the fly go past the goddamn lens, I took a picture of the fly too.
Say something, Steph.
What?
Steph, say something. Tell me why we ain't seen a meteor casually coming by.
Okay.
But remember, listen, fuck CNN, fake ass news.
I ain't never seen the meteor. But it's always motherfuckers catching that shit.
Listen, Have you seen that video of what the fuck? Oh my god. What did I just say?
You said a video of what?
No, wait, what was you talking about?
I was talking about a damn meteor and shit.
Okay, remember the fake news?
Okay.
CNN posted in on Thanksgiving a picture of a meteor that they said came through. Did you didn't see that on the news? They were saying that it was a meteor found that was the size of a football field.
Yeah.
Come on now. Like, really? And the picture that they showed on the news was clearly CGI, not a fucking actual image. It was just this long ass dookie piece of rock. Bullshit.
Okay. That's to keep us in line.
Because how in the actual fuck?
That's to keep us in line.
To keep us on our toes. But tell me this. How in the world are y'all spotting meteors the size of a football field, but cannot ever find any evidence or explanation for these UFOs that's just appearing and disappearing in thin air?
Okay.
Because y'all can't explain it. Because it's the fucking aliens that helped y'all build this motherfucker. That's from years in the future. That's just able to levitate and go back to their planet in an instant and come here for fun. Because what is time? They have to put the labels on it, like I just said.
Okay. CNN on it too. That's crazy.
Fuck CNN, fake ass news.
Wow. CNN in on it too. That's crazy. Who the fuck else is in on it? And what do y'all know?
Man.
What do y'all know? What do y'all know that I don't know? And why don't I know it? What's there? Y'all motherfuckers ain't proved shit. I ain't never in my life seen a star on the ground. Ain't that about a bitch?
Just explain to me.
If it die off, it's gon'. If what you saying is true, that this, if I see it, it's gotta be a solid or a liquid.
Gots to be.
But I believe it's a solid. No, I believe it's a liquid.
I believe it's just like energy.
It's gotta be something because
It's just energy.
But you can't see energy.
But that it's so powerful. It's just something that does not have to be explained. Because I mean, like you said, I don't think we can go up there and touch it. I think it might be hot. I think it's just a ball of just flame, which is why it could twinkle, and which is why they can die out.
Okay, and they die out.
You feel me?
At some point, something gotta fall.
It's like gas. Yeah, it's like gas is. It's just probably like you said, gases, and it's just the way it's reflecting with the light.
Okay.
The gases coming together all so powerfully.
So, if we speaking on gases,
Okay, go ahead.
this dome, we breathe. We know we breathe. This dome is just
But
this.
when you just
What
said
we
this, one thing that just makes me feel like it's just so blatantly in our face was Sandy. Explain the bitch. What was her home?
Like Sandy Cheeks?
Yeah.
It was on land. Or she had a dome. Oh my fucking God.
Underwater, didn't she?
Oh my fucking God.
Didn't she have a dome
She had a
underwater?
dome underwater.
and she breathed air, and she lived a whole life and had everything she needed inside of it. And it was so much other life around her and so many more things on top of a whole land out there, like you referred to.
Sandy knew too. Let me go bullshit.
Because why that hoe was down there? Come on now. Because why she was down there? Come on now. And look at just look at everything. What was Sandy's outfit?
She on this big ass
NASA suit.
Damned. Sandy knew too. Who? Somebody knew.
Sandy Cheeks had on a NASA uniform this whole time, and nobody even said shit. Because they filmed the moon landings underwater to make it look like they were floating. That's why you can see air bubbles sometimes on the video footage, and which is why they stopped going to the moon, because they just know it's 2019. Y'all can't fool nobody underwater. Too much evidence.
She done fucked me up. She done fucked me up. I swear to God, she done fucked my ass up. I'll be damned. I'll be damned.
I just put the Sandy Cheek shit together right now because just my
wow.
The Sandy
Ain't nobody saying shit
the
about
Sandy
that.
Cheek shit just came to me, and I'm about to make a status about that. So,
Wow.
for you, we did go to the mooners. Yes, we did. I saw the video.
That is crazy. Sandy Cheeks had on a whole ass
Astronaut fucking suit. And remember when that nigga took her helmet?
She ain't had no underwater shit. She had on an astronaut suit that was filled with air. These astronaut suits is low key scuba gear. Just
They're
real
air
industrial
type proof, because you can't go outer space without it, right?
Wow. These niggas is just scuba divers.
No, they're putting the truth in plain sight because nobody picks up on it.
Oh my God. She done fucked me up, y'all. She might have made a flat earther, because ain't nobody on no round shit and talk so much shit like this. And I
can't even talk that much shit about the round earth that you learned for fucking 12 years in fucking programming school.
That is wild. That is wild.
I think that's a closer outer, huh?
That is wild. What? That is. Hold on. She done fucked me up. She fucked me up for the rest of the day. I got some thinking to do.
You got some researching to do.
I got a lot of research to do. Wow. It's all underwater. That's why it's so black. You go deep sea, it get darker. That's wild. Because you away from the sun. That's wild.
The whole other direction.
Wow.
Because
the light ain't gonna shine over there. Wow. That's fucking crazy. If I go in that closet right there.
They tried to make you think they was up and they was
That closet
home.
gonna be dark as hell with no light in that motherfucker. We been lied to.
I'm so glad that you just came to terms with it, but we've been lied to. And it's scary that it's this deep. Because why? Why, y'all? And then you just have to figure out. Because what y'all lying about something that's so pointless? That ain't nothing to lie about for real. We could have, if y'all would have taught us that from the beginning, we would have had no choice but to accept that it was flat. You know? Why y'all lie about that? Resources. There's other shit out there. Some Pangea heaven type of shit out there. Some fucking giants out there. It's tall ass 8-foot beings out there. Jack and the Beanstalks shit type of shit. All that shit that you learn in nursery rhymes. That's why when you just said the twinkle twinkle little star thing, that kind of got to me.
How I wonder what you are.
We're thinking.
God damn, they taught it to us, y'all.
Cause say the words like
Twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are. Don't nobody know what a goddamn star is.
Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle,
Wow. Wow. I'm fucked up for life right now.
And since we know music is powerful with the vibrations, we don't know what vibrations they said that shit had and what type of chant y'all got going on. And my baby is, she's stuck on Twinkle Twinkle Little Star right now.
That's wild. That is really wild. They talk to us young.
Somebody else just posted the other nursery rhyme that we used to say that was programming for the black community. I know you know it. Because white people don't even say this one. They wouldn't even know what you was talking about.
What?
Mama in the kitchen, stirring that rice. Daddy on the corner, shooting that dice. Brother in jail, ringing that bell. Sister on the corner singing food cocktail. Like what?
Jesus. Man. That's some other shit though. You know what's crazy? I feel like the motherfuckers that had the pyramids. I feel like they was the original people that knew.
Stefan, this is a whole another podcast. But research Isis and Horus.
Okay.
That is the story of Jesus.
Okay.
It's the story of Jesus. Why do you think they persecuted Christians in the Bible? Because they knew.
Okay.
They was taking their story. They took their history and tried to, make another society. Basically how we here, basically. They's like, all right, we about to, take their story. What just happened? Our ancestors that died, we gonna take their story, make a religion, make money, get energy. Think about how much energy religion gets when people don't even research the religion. They just jump into it because they was taught to and was born into it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
They don't research behind. Like, why do everybody just care about the Bible and what the Bible says and what all of this, but nobody cares about what came before that?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When if you knew what came before that, your current beliefs would not be what they are.
Okay.
It's just indoctrinated, They just tried to change it, and that's why they was killing the Christians.
Okay. I'm with you. I am with you. That is some deep shit.
Religion is the best way to rule over people.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a statement.
I fucks with it.
And it's fear-based.
Mm-hmm.
What I keep saying, fear-mongering. It's fear-based. You keep people in line with fear. Kept the slaves in line with fear. Fear. If you make people think that they're going to go to heaven or hell at the end of their life, I think they're going to follow what you say.
Yeah. Okay.
Energy is never destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
It is only transferred, which explains reincarnation, which I believe in completely.
Okay. That is a very different way to look at it. But I'm with you on it. That is a very interesting way to look at it. Wow. Okay. That is like the
What?
That's like that just opens so many more doors in my mind.
With what?
With everything. It just make me want to go down these doors and do my research and go into and understand shit that was known to be unknown and question it. But at the same time, look in all directions of what is being said.
Open-minded.
Yeah. That is something.
Because we only use 10% of our brain.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know why I think they say that?
Mm.
Back in those days, those people were definitely using 100% of their brain.
Okay.
Explaining how they can just have those supernatural powers. You know,
Mm-hmm.
all of the witchcraft that was going on, all of the. I believe people was really riding on brooms. I don't think that's a lie. They wouldn't have just said that just to say it.
Okay.
Come on now.
Mm.
Come on now. Because I can't believe they even taught us about the Salem witch trials.
Mm-hmm.
That is something that, like, horrified me. And that I did not enjoy. Like, these freaking witches just all in Salem, Massachusetts, conjuring up freaking demons and sacrificing chickens and doing witchcraft and shit. And had went on trial at the court for that. Can you believe that that's what court cases used to be about? Witches. Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
So what you saying is true. As time goes on, people will be using less and less of their brain.
As we are, right? The human interaction part we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
No humanity. Becoming desensitized.
Mm-hmm.
Children seeing the little Momo that's telling them to go get knives and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Kids just watching tons of egg opening videos because the same chemical that you get from doing drugs is released that you get when that happens on those videos. The excitement, the joy that we get from Facebook notifications and likes. The same cycle of just becoming a zombie. And I think they put it in the movies. Zombie apocalypse. Y'all, they ain't gonna be no real zombies like that. They just trying to say we the zombies already because of the drug epidemics and the opioid crisis.
Okay.
And the heroin overdoses. Those the zombies they talk about. They just had to jazz it up for Hollywood. Okay. And make 1 million movies off of it.
That makes sense. Cause I can't believe nobody that's just been like, they're zombies.
But no, I'm gonna go deeper.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even gonna just say heroin and all that. I'm gonna say specifically what the news and what CNN been putting out there.
Okay.
Bath salts.
Mm-hmm.
People running around what? Possessed, literally.
Mm-hmm.
No clothes. Clawing at people, biting somebody's face off in traffic, you know.
Mm-hmm.
The person who bit the homeless man face off. People running in train stations with no clothes on, bath salts, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That type of stuff.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna say. Those zombies.
Okay.
That.
Okay. So, To be honest, what the fuck Hollywood portrays and shit, I ain't never.
Truth in plain sight. Truth in plain sight.
Yeah, Hollywood portrays these motherfuckers just coming back from underground and shit, and how they chasing you and doing all this shit. But they ain't saying drugs is involved. They saying these motherfuckers just randomly just came out of the motherfucking ground.
Now I'm not just even saying that, but that could even symbolize rebirth. They was laying there chilling, and they woke up. Meaning the dead can rise.
Okay.
They tell us Jesus rise, the whole Easter thing.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Okay.
The dead can rise.
The dead can rise.
Like I said, energy just manifests. It just changes, which is why ghosts. I feel like some people what explains what the images people be thinking they seeing? Ghosts. Souls that think they still are living. Because they had a terrible death and they still want revenge, or they still don't have closure. Lost souls.
Right. That is something.
Still some type of energy. If people can see a form of a person with clothes on. Because I don't know God know I couldn't take it. Thank you, Jesus, for not giving me that one, Lord.
No, I ain't never.
I love my other gifts, but Lord, that one.
I ain't never seen
Jesus,
like that.
Lord,
Man,
no.
I ain't going to no haunted shit.
No haunted house.
No, the haunted house, that's whatever. It's some places out here that's really haunted. Like, you're not allowed to go here because people have, like,
been massively killed.
Yeah. And like, you'll walk in and hear screams echo.
Oh, no.
And it's places where...
Oh, I can't believe being in
off, but they give you the opportunity to, like, go see it. And you just go in there and people actually see that shit. For real. Or hear that shit. And it ain't like no voiceovers and shit. They flat out warn you this is open to the public. But, nigga. And it's haunted shit. Haunted items. Motherfuckers suffering the same death every time they pick up this pearl necklace. This black pearl necklace with this specific little,
Haunted.
Yeah. You pick this up, you wear that.
But that's cursed, I say.
Yeah.
Cursed. Because I think, have you heard about generational curses? I think that's a thing.
Yeah, I can honestly say I think the same thing. I believe that. I'm not even gonna lie. It's just, why? How? But really, I can honestly say I've heard of the generational curses. I heard of that kind of shit before. I have heard of a lot of this shit, but that just leaves, what's beyond that we don't know.
That's what I'm saying. These forces, I think these witches and people was riding on brooms. This Harry Potter, how many volume book was not just nothing. I think people send their their kids to schools to get indoctrinated and to learn those type of things. Everything on Harry Potter was real. Movies for directors are entertainment because they enjoy putting the truth in plain sight, or certain events that they know are going to come. You know what I mean? Like Men in Black, like 9/11 was in the background. On The Matrix, his wallet had 9/11, September 11th on it. Yeah, like, they enjoy nothing. They do it on purpose.
Okay. That is interesting. That is interesting. And it just leaves, what don't we know?
Exactly. What don't we know? Exactly. That's what I ask myself the most. Like, what's next?
Yeah.
Like, what is next? What could be next? I'm almost like, at the news now, I'm like, okay, here we go. Here we go again, you know?
That is something. That is really something. It's always good to challenge your mind like that. I feel like that's unlocking your brain for real. Just by like,
Thank you.
just like by little decimal points. But like,
Thank you.
it's adding more to it. Maybe birth is when we get 10%. And we just gain it over time.
You learn it over time by even your motor skills.
Yeah.
You have to learn how to hold the pencil. You have to learn how to feed yourself.
Yeah, you always gonna learn. But you can really hinder yourself if you just, stay in a box. But if you think about what's out there, you can really go far. I feel like that's like unlocking your brain is like, that's when that's when everything is like true to you. Exactly. That's when everything is in front of you.
Exactly.
That's crazy. But I fucks with you. I fucks with that. I absolutely enjoyed this.
I enjoyed that.
This was a great feeling.
Yes, it was.
This is a great high. This is a great feeling. This is a great podcast. Mm-hmm. This went well. I did not know where you would take me with this one. I didn't know where you was going to take me.
Oh, my God.
I was like, man, I'm going to get her on here, but I don't know what the fuck, where the fuck, and how the fuck she going to do this.
OMG.
But she going to go somewhere with this.
And look where we went.
And look where we went.
Down the rabbit hole.
That is wild. There's so much truth and not truth that we just uncovered. Man. That's wild. I fucks with learning like that. I fucks with it.
I can't wait to see the comments.
Man, the comments about to go crazy, man. The comments about to go crazy because you fucked that up. Fucked that up, man. But you was on it.
We just talked. It was just so natural.
You was on that. Exactly. That's how you do it. Just be you. Mm-hmm. Unlock it. Unlock your comfort level.
Okay.
And just express yourself. No matter what you're expressing yourself about, you gonna find your path. Mm-hmm. That's what I love about this, because you really unlock who you are. And I appreciate you for putting me in that mind state.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. You got that. You got it. You got it. You should do this. Like, you should get paid for this, because
OMG.
You went in. But y'all, I fucks with her. I hope to see you more on this.
Definitely.
Because that was some good shit. We gotta conclude though. But stay tuned, because this is the
TBT.
shit. This is the shit. The Kinda High podcast. I appreciate y'all for listening. I appreciate you for being here, and we out.